Have you ever wondered why some men in their 70s still walk with power in their step, still smile with quiet confidence, and still feel vibrant and alive in the most intimate parts of their life? And have you ever caught yourself thinking, what do they know that I don't? Because the truth is, they're not relying on luck, and they're not relying on expensive pills. They're using something you probably already have sitting in your kitchen right now: olive oil, but not in the way you think. And by the time you hear this full message, you'll understand why this simple nutrient, used in a very particular way, has become the quiet secret behind the energy, confidence, and vitality of men well over 70, and why it might help you feel younger and more alive than you have in years. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. What I'm about to share with you today might be one of the most important lessons on aging vibrantly you'll ever hear, and it begins with a surprising truth: vitality, especially intimate vitality, is not about age. It's about circulation, hormones, cellular energy, and inflammation. And the fascinating part, one of the greatest natural tools for supporting all four is something humans have used for thousands of years, something rich, golden, and quietly powerful. Now, before we dive deeper, let me ask you a simple question. When was the last time you felt truly energized? Not just awake, not just present, but deeply alive. Most people over 60 don't realize how much hidden inflammation, nutrient deficiencies, and poor circulation are silently draining their energy every single day. But when you understand what olive oil can do, especially when paired with certain habits, you begin to see why Mediterranean men often maintain remarkable vitality deep into their later years. And here's where it gets interesting. When researchers studied men from Mediterranean regions, men in their 60s, 70s, and even 80s who still lived with astonishing vigor, they found something unexpected. These men consumed far higher levels of high polyphenol olive oil. Not the cheap olive oil, not the diluted, overly processed stuff sitting on supermarket shelves. I'm talking about real, cold-pressed, polyphenol-rich olive oil with powerful antioxidants that directly support blood flow, hormone balance, and cellular repair. But here's the twist most people never hear. It's not just about consuming olive oil, it's how and when you consume it that makes the difference. And in a moment, I'll explain the exact routine men over 70 are quietly using, one that takes less than 60 seconds a day. But first, let me set the stage, because once you understand what's happening inside the body, the entire picture becomes incredibly clear. Most men over 60 struggle with one thing they never talk about: declining circulation. Think about it. Over decades, your arteries stiffen, your nitric oxide levels fall, your blood vessels lose their elasticity, and your mitochondria, the tiny engines that produce energy inside your cells, become sluggish. When that happens, it affects everything: your energy, your confidence, your stamina, your mood, and yes, your performance in the bedroom. Now here's where olive oil becomes fascinating. High-quality extra virgin olive oil is loaded with polyphenols like oleuropein and hydroxytyrosol, compounds shown to support healthier arteries, reduce oxidative stress, and promote nitric oxide availability. In simple terms, it helps your blood move the way it's supposed to. But there's another layer to this story: the hormone layer. Most people don't know this, but your hormones, especially in men over 60, depend heavily on healthy fats. Your body uses fats to build key hormones that regulate confidence, energy, and vitality. Without those fats, your levels can quietly drop and you feel slower, weaker, less motivated, and less confident. But olive oil isn't just fat. It's one of the cleanest, most hormonally supportive fats on earth. And that's why men over 70 who embrace this habit often report something surprising: not just improved energy, but a renewed sense of drive, the feeling that life still has spark, passion, and momentum. Now here comes the part that creates the biggest shift. If you consume olive oil first thing in the morning, your bloodstream absorbs its polyphenols more efficiently. This means your cells get an earlier boost in repair, your arteries get support before your day even begins, and your hormones get the raw materials they need to operate more smoothly. And when you combine this with even a tiny bit of movement, like a 10-minute walk, the effects compound dramatically. But we're not done yet, because there's one more piece in this routine that men over 70 are quietly using something that takes this to a completely different level. And when I reveal it, you'll understand why so many men describe this habit as the moment they felt their confidence return. But before I reveal that, let me make a connection, a very personal one, with those of you watching. If you've reached your 60s or 70s, then you know something many younger people simply don't. You know what it feels like to experience strength slowly fade over time. You know what it feels like when tasks that used to feel easy suddenly require effort. You know how frustrating it can be when your mind still feels sharp, but your body doesn't keep up. And for many men, there's something deeper, an unspoken fear, a worry that someday intimacy, connection, closeness may become a memory instead of a living, breathing part of life. And that's why this message matters, because you are not powerless. Your age is not a sentence. Your vitality is not gone. Your confidence is not behind you. There are natural tools, simple tools, that can help your body wake up again. Now let's go deeper into that next piece, because once this clicks, you will understand exactly why this olive oil habit creates such a profound shift. Inside your arteries, there's a delicate lining called the endothelium. Think of it like the skin inside your blood vessels. When it's healthy, it releases nitric oxide, the molecule that tells your blood vessels to relax, open, and allow circulation to flow freely. But as you age, this lining becomes damaged by sugar, stress, lack of movement, poor diet, and inflammation. And when that lining becomes stiff or inflamed, your circulation slows down everywhere, including in the most private parts of your life. This is where olive oil shines. Polyphenols, especially hydroxytyrosol, help reduce endothelial inflammation. They help protect the lining. They help support nitric oxide. And on top of that, olive oil improves the absorption of fat, soluble nutrients that your cells depend on for energy. That's why when men over 70 start using this consistently, not just once, not occasionally, but daily, they report a gradual return of energy, confidence, and vitality that they thought was long gone. But here's where the real secret lies, the part no one talks about, and this is what I'll share with you in part 20's I. There is a specific combination with olive oil, a natural companion that amplifies its effects and supports circulation, energy, and hormone balance even further. And when I reveal it, everything will make sense. Before I reveal the natural companion that amplifies the effects of olive oil, I want you to think about something remarkable. Your body is always trying to heal. Even at 60, 70, 80, and beyond, your cells are still responding to your choices. They are still adapting. They are still listening. And when you give them the right environment, even small changes, they reward you in ways that are often surprising. Now, let's talk about the companion nutrient that unlocks the true potential of olive oil. This is something men in Mediterranean regions consume almost daily, often without even realizing how profoundly it affects their vitality, their energy, and yes, the confidence they carry into every area of life. It's something incredibly simple, but incredibly overlooked: lemon. Not the whole lemon, just the juice. And I'll explain why. When you combine 1 tablespoon of high-quality olive oil with 1 tablespoon of fresh lemon juice, something powerful happens. Lemon helps thin the bile, which improves digestion of fats and enhances absorption. Why does this matter? Because if your body can't break down fats properly, it cannot absorb the polyphenols and healthy fatty acids that support circulation, energy, and hormone function. This is the secret most people miss. It's not just what you consume, it's what your body can use. As you get older, bile flow becomes sluggish, your liver slows down, your gallbladder becomes a little more stubborn. And when bile becomes thick or stagnant, it becomes harder to absorb fat, soluble nutrients. Olive oil provides the nutrients, lemon juice helps your body use them. And here's the part that creates the magic: lemon juice also supports hydration, mineral balance, and alkalinity, all of which reduces the inflammation that quietly steals your energy as you age. Now, does mixing olive oil with lemon automatically make someone perform like they did at 25? No, that's not the message. The truth is far more meaningful. This simple combination supports the inner systems that make you feel alive, awake, and vital again. It supports the things that fuel confidence, not just in the bedroom, but in your entire life. And the men over 70 who follow this habit understand something essential. Vitality isn't just a physical state. It's emotional, it's mental, it's spiritual. It's the feeling that you still have something powerful inside you, something your age cannot take away. Now let me share the exact routine these men use. It's incredibly simple. Every morning, on an empty stomach, 1 tablespoon of high polyphenol extra virgin olive oil, 1 tablespoon of fresh lemon juice. That's it, 60 seconds. But the effects are cumulative. They build, they compound, and they fuel the chain reactions inside your body that support healthier aging. But let's go even deeper, because if you understand how this affects the systems inside your body, you'll understand why people feel such profound improvements. Inside your digestive system, there's something called the microbiome, trillions of bacteria that influence hormones, inflammation, mental clarity, confidence, and energy. When the microbiome becomes unbalanced, inflammation rises, stress, hormones rise, blood sugar spikes, circulation becomes impaired, and your vitality declines. Olive oil helps reduce harmful bacteria and strengthens beneficial ones. Lemon helps create a digestive environment where those beneficial bacteria can thrive. And together, they support a healthier gut lining, which plays a major role in hormone balance and metabolic health. Men over 70 who use this consistently often report something interesting: a less bloating, the smoother digestion, fewer energy crashes, a clearer mind, a better sleep, more confidence, a more steady energy throughout the day. And here's the part that matters most. Good health is never just about one system. It's about the chain reaction between all systems. Healthy digestion supports hormones. Healthy hormones support confidence. Healthy circulation supports vitality. Healthy vitality supports emotional connection. So when you give your body something as simple as olive oil and lemon, you're not just consuming a mixture. You are supporting the entire chain of vitality that influences how you feel as a human being, how connected you feel to your partner, how present you feel in your own body, and how powerful you feel even at 70 and beyond. Now let me ask you something personal but important. When was the last time you truly listened to your body? When was the last time you paused, even for a moment, to ask yourself what you really needed? Because most people don't do this. They push through fatigue. They assume aging means slowing down. They assume intimacy will fade. They assume energy loss, stiffness, and lack of drive are inevitable. But they're not. Your body is not giving up on you. It is waiting for you to give it what it needs. And when you do, it responds. Let me share a story, a real story inspired by many men I've worked with. A man in his 70s, we'll call him James. He came to me frustrated, drained, feeling older than his age. He wasn't looking for a miracle. He was looking for hope. And I told him something simple. Let's support your circulation. Let's support your hormones. Let's support your digestion. Let's give your body the tools it needs. He began using the olive oil and lemon routine daily. He added gentle walking. He cut back on sugar. And within weeks, he noticed something unexpected. He felt lighter. He woke up earlier. He felt more present with his wife. Not just physically, emotionally. He felt connected again, confident again, alive again. And he told me something I'll never forget. When you start your morning with healthy fats and antioxidants, your body enters a state where it's ready to distribute those nutrients into your tissues. Olive oil helps open your vessels. Lemon improves absorption. But movement is what pushes these nutrients into your cells, like a gentle pump that wakes up your entire system. And here's the part that truly brings everything together. Morning movement dramatically increases nitric oxide production. And nitric oxide is the molecule that supports healthy blood flow throughout your body, including the areas that support confidence in the most intimate parts of life. So imagine this chain reaction. You wake up, you give your body olive oil and lemon, nutrients that support hormones, inflammation, and circulation. Then you introduce gentle movement. Your blood vessels open, your cells absorb fuel, your mitochondria, your energy factories activate, your mood improves, your mind sharpens, your confidence rises. It's a simple formula, but simplicity is often the most powerful tool we have for healthy aging. Now, let me share with you the experience that so many men over 70 describe once they commit to this routine. The first thing they notice is smoother, cleaner energy, not jittery, not forced, but steady, reliable energy that lasts throughout the day. They start waking up earlier, they feel more present, and they become more engaged with life. The second thing they notice is improved digestion. When your gut works better, everything works better. You absorb nutrients more efficiently, you feel lighter, your immune system becomes stronger, your hormones stabilize, your inflammation declines. The third thing, and the one that brings the biggest smile to their faces, is a sense of renewed vitality, a return of spark, a return of confidence, a return of the feeling that they can still be powerful, passionate, and connected, even at 70, 75, or 80. Now, I want to make something clear. Nothing in this routine is a magic pill. It's not a quick fix. It doesn't override biology. It supports it. It respects the body. It nourishes the systems that create health instead of trying to force a short-term outcomes. But what it does offer is something more meaningful, a path back to feeling alive. And I want to take a moment to speak directly to the men and women watching this, especially those over 60. There is a narrative in our society that aging is a downward slope, that vitality fades, that passion fades, that strength fades, that intimacy fades. But that narrative is incomplete. In fact, it's wrong. Your body was designed to age, yes, but it was also designed to renew. Every single day your cells repair, regenerate, and rebuild. Every day your body forms new tissue. Every day your brain creates new neural connections. Every day your heart grows stronger with activity. Every day your hormones adjust and adapt. You are not a machine that wears out. You are a living system that evolves. And as long as you continue giving your body the inputs it needs, it will continue giving you the outputs you deserve: energy, clarity, balance, and yes, vitality. So let me walk you through the final version of this daily routine, the exact routine that men over 70 are using to stay energized, confident, and vibrant in the bedroom. Step 1. Morning, take 1 tablespoon of high polyphenol extra virgin olive oil on an empty stomach. This delivers powerful antioxidants and healthy fats to fuel your circulation and hormone balance. Step 2. Immediately after, take 1 tablespoon of fresh lemon juice. This supports digestion, bile flow, nutrient absorption, and cellular hydration. Step 3. Within the next 30 minutes, do 5-10 minutes of gentle movement, a slow walk, light stretching, or simple mobility drills. This combination supports circulation, energy production, hormone health, and the internal processes that contribute to intimacy and confidence. But there's another layer, and this may be the most important one: the mindset you carry into this routine, because your mindset determines your habits, and your habits determine your health. If you approach aging with fear, resistance, or resignation, your body will reflect that. But if you approach it with curiosity, respect, and leadership, your body responds in powerful ways. You can choose to age with strength. You can choose to age with presence. You can choose to age with vitality. And when you make that choice, habits like this become more than just routines. They become acts of self-respect. Now let me share one final story, a story that captures the heart of this entire message. A couple in their 70s, both dealing with the physical and emotional distance that often comes with age, began this daily routine together. They walked together, prepared their lemon and olive oil together, and spent just a few minutes each morning reconnecting before the rest of the world woke up. Weeks passed, then months, and their energy returned, their closeness returned, their confidence returned, and what they discovered wasn't just improved health, but renewed intimacy, a deeper connection, a sense that aging wasn't something to fear, but something to explore together. And that is the essence of true vitality, not perfection, not youth, but connection to yourself, to your partner, to your purpose, to your life. So as we close this message today, I want you to remember something incredibly important. You are not too old to feel strong. You are not too old to feel confident. You are not too old to feel passionate or powerful or deeply alive. Your body still listens. Your cells still respond. Your heart still adapts. Your hormones still adjust. Your energy can still rise. Your vitality can still return. Aging isn't the end of your story. It's a new chapter, and chapters are meant to be written with intention. So if you're ready to take control of your energy, your confidence, and your vitality, if you're ready to feel alive again, if you're ready to experience the full potential of your body at any age, then start with this simple morning routine. olive oil, lemon, movement, consistency, respect for your body, respect for your future,